Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NiteKap. The homie MJ will be here in 2, 1. What up, sis? What's going on
What's
with
up?
you? How
What's
are
up?
you?
Welcome to the season finale of 2020, guys.
Is that
We're
where we
here.
are already? Are we at the
We made
season finale already? We made it to the season finale. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not really looking too good right now, but we might have some upside to it later on in a couple of days, maybe later on tonight, possibly.
Fingers crossed. Let's get Biden in this motherfucker because I'm sick of it. I don't know about y'all. I'm not going to talk about the election at all today, but I'm sick of it.
No, it needs to be talked about, damn it. Y'all motherfuckers in Florida are different. Y'all are different. I don't know what it is. Y'all
now,
are
you
different.
know how I feel about Florida now.
They different out there. I'm not, a lot of people say that people in Florida are crazy, but y'all on a different level of crazy right there. I'm just saying. Y'all, thank y'all for joining us. It is the NiteKap. It is Wednesday. It is 7 p.m. Central here in the Chi, where I got my Chi flag sweatshirt on, hoodie on, and it is 5 p.m. there in San Francisco where MJ is. And this is the NiteKap. We getting it in. MJ wasn't here last week. MJ, how you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling great. I went camping last week. I feel refreshed. I'm ready to get back in action, Jamar. I'm glad to be back in the NiteKap.
Yeah, and so we had Houston on here last week. If you all didn't know, so make sure you check. If you didn't check that one out, check out the recap. It's posted everywhere on all the NiteKap platforms and things of that nature. So make sure you check that out as well. So just in case, but shout outs to her for coming on the show and blessing and gracing us with her blessings and all that other stuff as well.
Tanya says hi. Hey, Tanya.
What up, Tanya? How are you, sweetheart? Thank you so much for joining us as usual. Always the first one there. She even beat me to it this time. Just saying, she beat me to it this time. So, MJ, we got a lot to talk about on the rundown because we got to catch up on some shit from last week, right?
We got a few things. Not a whole lot's going on, but I got a few things.
All right. Well, okay. I got it. Well, let's get into it. How about that?
Let's go.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. What I got. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Guys, work with us. Bear with us. We're in the middle of a fucking election.
I'm off key.
Now it's the retro rundown. Headlines today. Hold on, Kanye said what? Man, the hype is out and they got this thing sharp. R. Kelly needs to stop it. Who's responsible for him anyway? I don't even want to talk about this anymore.
I'm changing that shit to Trump needs to stop it.
Trump needs to stop it. Anyhow, we're going to move on. There isn't a whole lot of salacious gossip, like I said, to share this week due to the election and Halloween happening. I think that might have been enough drama for all of our favorite celebrities. However, there is one story that I feel is very important to mention. Our favorite drama insiders, aka the Kardashian clan, particularly Kendall Jenner, has gotten some backlash for throwing herself a massive COVID-inducing super spreader Halloween birthday bash this past weekend. Several celebrities are present, including Justin Bieber. Jaden Smith came as a COVID patient. Saweetie and Quavo came as Mystique and Nightcrawler. Doja Cat came as Sarah Banks. The Weeknd went as Professor Clump. Scott Disick went as Ace Ventura. Sister Kylie was there as a snake, and the list goes on. Kendall, who arrived as Pamela Anderson, made sure to put notices all over the party asking guests to not post any pictures on social media. Well, obviously, the Kardashians are the queens of social media and couldn't help but to break their own fucking rules. So, it's typical. Several pics and videos have come from the party, including an extremely off-putting video of Kendall blowing out candles while masked waiter held the cake while simultaneously trying to stay away from her. Well, the internet is totally judging. One, you're having a mega party in the middle of a pandemic. Two, you're speaking of a pandemic, the number of cases in this country just went up again. The timing couldn't be any worse. Three, Jaden's costume choice is in poor taste. While many people are dying in hospitals, hooked up to ventilators, and struggling to cope during this traumatic time, you went as a COVID patient. That was not cute. 4, there were no masks in sight outside of the wait and service staff there. And 5, this is incredibly tone deaf and could have been handled differently. Many of us had COVID birthdays and rejected having parties in lieu of being responsible and actively working to end this pandemic that has plagued us for 8 months now. And with the platform like Kendall Jenner's, you would think that she would lead by example instead of posting notices to her party guests to not post on social media because she knows that she was wrong and she was trying to be slick. I mentioned all of this to say that this pandemic is not over yet, y'all. Many people are thinking it's cute to go out and party with no mask in large crowds. This is the reason that we're still in the fucking house. Numbers have went up again. We are not in the clear. Stop being fucking stupid and sit your ass down for a minute. The sooner we all get on the same page, the sooner we can get back to some form of normalcy, and then y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want. Shame on her for being so stupid, and I hope that everybody at that party is quarantining now, and I hope that they all tested negative for COVID. But tomorrow, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I didn't even let my kids go trick-or-treating this year, okay?
Nobody did. People are not even having like Thanksgiving. People are considering canceling Christmas with their families. I mean, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. I did dress up for Halloween, and I hung out with a few of my close COVID pals that I've been hanging out with this whole time. It was about 7 or 8 of us, and we social distanced. We hung out outside. Like, we kept it cute. She had a fucking raging birthday bash full of celebrities, and Jaden came dressed as a COVID patient.
She's crazy.
Like, you can tell that she knew it was wrong too, because you asked people to not post on social media because you didn't want your fucking spot to be blown up, and you didn't want the backlash that you're getting right now. But sis, you got it. You want to smoke, and you got it. So fuck you. Fuck the Kardashians. They make poor decisions. Should we move on to some breakups and makeups?
I can't even talk about this motherfucker anymore. Keep going.
Listen, moving on. So we have some pretty profound celebrity breakups and makeups happening this in the series finale of 2020. In past episodes, we discussed the breakup of hip-hop royalty, Cardi B, and Offset. Barty filed for divorce back in September, citing irreconcilable differences, leading folks to believe that Offset fucked up and played hide the salami with somebody else again. However, after Cardi's Vegas birthday bash, in which Offset was present last month, it seems as though the two have reconciled, and as of November 2nd, the two have decided to call the divorce off. Hopefully, these two can straighten up their very public relationship for the sake of their daughter Culture, who will grow up and see this all over the internet and potential toxicity in the household.
Several times, might I add you. Like, how many times did you all break up, Mom and Dad? I mean, damn.
And it's all public record. Everybody's talking about it. Every time he breaks up and does something stupid and she breaks up with him, it's all over the internet. You know, at this point in time, I feel like they need to really buckle down, take care of their family, figure out what's more important, and stop playing these fucking games with each other. Y'all are adults. Y'all have a baby involved. Like, grow up.
But you know what? What people love about them is that they're just honest about everything that's going on and shit. And the thing is like I think it was last week, Offset got hassled by the police a little bit, and, you know, Barty came to his rescue. So she does love him. It's just a lover's quarrel in front of everybody. That's all the shit is.
When do you get to the point where you're married, Jamar? When do you get to the point where we're not going to put all of our business on the internet, especially if we break up and make up all the time? Some shit should be kept within the household, right?
Agreed, but I'm not a rapper.
There's that.
There's that.
All right. Well, speaking of rappers, Lil Wayne's daughter, Reginae Carter, and her ex-boyfriend, rapper YFN Lucci, seem to be reconciling as well. The two broke up officially back in August and have maintained an on-again, off-again relationship since. Lucci attended Boosie's Cucumber Party. And I don't know if you remember the Cucumber Party of 2019, which women were recorded on social media sucking down cucumbers and inserting them in places that weren't the FBI being notified.
I do.
It was wild as fuck. This triggered Reginae to kind of start the breakup process then, and they officially broke up in August. Reginae took to social media multiple times proclaiming that she is a woman that respects herself and can't be with a man that doesn't respect her. Well, that was short-lived because now fans have been playing Inspector Gadget on their IG stories and noticed that the two are in the same place with the same people sometimes, on the same vacations, hanging in the same kitchen with the same chef. The two have kept the status of their relationship very private, and I'm sure they want us to mind our own business, but we in a pandemic. We ain't got nothing else to do, sis.
And you're a rapper, so you can't.
We got time.
Your dad's a rapper. Why Lucci? You a rapper. So we don't got nothing else to do.
Hello? So it is what it is. We're going to keep playing Inspector Gadget. Maybe y'all should be a little bit more discreet. Speaking of Lil Wayne, him and his fiance, Denise Bidot, have broken up. Bidot posted a cryptic message saying that sometimes love just isn't enough. And then she deleted her IG because she is simply over it. Many people speculated that she broke up with him because Wayne endorsed Donald Trump last week in the presidential election. She said that's absolutely not true. But for me, that would be grounds to terminate a relationship. Have you seen him endorsing Donald Trump lately?
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was the reason myself.
Yeah.
You can't tell me otherwise. That's the reason.
That's the reason. But at the same time, Lil Wayne is doing exactly what we're expecting him to do at this point, because I don't know if you remember a couple years back, he was asked about Black Lives Matter in an interview, and he flat out said, I don't give a fuck about that because I'm rich and it doesn't affect me. So obviously he doesn't give a fuck about the Black community, and this is not a shocker that he doesn't give a fuck about who he endorses in the election, even if it is Donald Trump. And it's disappointing for me because Lil Wayne was one of my favorite rappers.
Well, here's the thing: like Wayne is so disconnected from reality. He actually shows this in a lot of the interviews that he does. There's one at Drink Champs that he did, and he was so disconnected from reality when Noriega was asking him questions and shit. He had to keep turning back to somebody so that they can relay. Like, and he's like, "Oh, that's happening," and they're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's disconnected from, like, really disconnected from reality.
Yeah, and I encourage all Lil Wayne fans. I'm a Lil Wayne fan myself. Don't listen to this nigga. He's a fucking drug addict. Would you listen to any other drug addict on the street? No, you wouldn't. Obviously, his mind ain't right.
That part.
Trump picked the right one.
Yeah.
So there's that. On to other breakups. Love and Hip Hop alum and Nicki's former hype man / boyfriend, Safari Samuels, has been posting cryptic messages on his social media sites all day. On IG, he posted a pic with the caption of Bachelor, ending 2020 right, with a tag for divorce court. He also took to Twitter to thank the Apple gods for the block feature on his phone to keep jackasses away, before tweeting biggest regret and pathetic, which fans are assuming is directed towards his fairly new wife, Love and Hip Hop alum Erica Mena. Erica did post on her page a pic of herself with the caption, "No cocky shit, ain't too many like me, no man could ever stop me." This came out of nowhere. The two got married last October in a massive wedding documented by the VH1 cameras, and even had a baby, Sapphire, spelled Safire. Is it supposed to be Sapphire? I'm not sure.
I thought you pronounced it correctly. I mean, isn't it supposed to be pronounced incorrectly? So that would make it correct? Like, I hate that shit. It gets on my nerves.
They just had that baby, their baby girl, this past February. It seemed all good in the hood. The two even came out with the Steamy OnlyFans pages that featured one another. So we don't know what happened to trigger this back and forth, but I would definitely keep you posted on the comings and goings of that, because we all know the Safari is messy as fuck. If we remember anything about Love and Hip Hop, and so is Erica Mena. And they're probably doing this for the cameras, maybe, but this is going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Possibility. I can see that. They probably, they're trying to get on another season, make it, get the ratings going and shit like that. I mean, Jesus Christ. And one thing I know about these two motherfuckers for sure, they would do anything for the bag. So it's not going to blow my mind if they file for divorce and go through this whole breakup for it to all be fake just for ratings or just for sympathy or just to stay relevant. It wouldn't blow my mind.
I gotta admit, MJ, like there's been a lot of really fucked up shit that we've been talking about already in the show today. But you're a little hostile. You got a little hostility today. I know. It's been a rough week, Jamar. It's been a rough week. The election's still happening. I mean, excuse me for being a little hurt. I understand. Well, I got something for you.
Yes.
How about you play the video by the boy Illinois? We got that one. Let's play that one. Let's play No Games. Let's hype it up a little bit. Let's get you get back going and things like that. So y'all check it out. This is the boy Illinois. This is No Games. Make sure you keep it locked to the NiteKap. We'll be right back. Hopefully this will cheer MJ up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hopefully. Yeah. Jesus be a song. Oh, it's
come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't. Money, I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma give it to you. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't. Money, I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't. I ain't here to come come and play no games, baby. I don't even use my real name, but I'm still about it. I was hoping you would do the same, baby. Tell me what you want, cause I swear that I got it. I'm about it, what you been looking for. I know what you need and how you need it. Let it flow. I go to the max and to the minute. I'm a pro. I sow what I'm reaping. I just had to let you know, to let you know. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't. Got it. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't. Tell me is you with it? Cause it's 12 o'clock and my mom calling, I'm so frigid. Out of my skeletons in that damn closet. I go to war with you, baby. I take a trip, I explore with you, baby. I'm loving your hips, adoring you, baby. I put in work, I'm not boring you, baby. But I just wanna know what you do when you out in Vegas. I just wanna see if that booty move when you naked. And that's where I be grooving and moving, girl, can you take it? I'm just trying to get my balance, I'm just really trying to do my dance. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't, buddy. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma give it to you. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby, is you ain't, buddy. I ain't here to come and play no games, baby. Tell me is you is, baby.
See? That'll make you feel a little better, you know what I mean? That's the boy Illinois, play no games. That makes you feel a little better, right? You know what I mean?
It does. That did put a smile on my face. Thank you for that, Jamar.
That'll bring you back a little bit. That'll bring you back a little bit. I'm glad to see the smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm back. Somebody
back.
asked, oh, MJ, what's wrong, MJ?
That's Vernell. Vernell wants to know what's wrong. MJ.
Vernell wants to know, it's been a week, and I think the election is enough on top of everything else that's going on in the world right now. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. The season finale of 2020 is a little bit too much for me to handle at the moment. But we're handling it. We gonna make it.
We taking it. We trying. Taking it.
We gonna make it. We ain't got no choice.
Taking it right
should I move on to some congratulations?
Keep going. Let's do it.
Wonderful. So congrats to Gucci Mane and his wife, Keisha Kaur. They announced that they are expecting a baby boy. So I can't wait to meet my little brother. Super excited about that. Big deal. Big deal. You know that's my dad. You know how I feel about him.
A lot of people love Gucci.
Gucci's a great dude. And I mean, like, now that he's, like, sober and shit and, like, got his life together, and Keisha Kaur is a great woman. She kept him on the right track. She made sure that he had his money right when he got out of jail. Like, that's a ride-or-die bitch. So I'm really, really happy that they're still together and that they're having their baby together.
I ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie about that. That's ride or die. I really love her for that shit. So shout out to them for that. Congratulations.
She held him the fuck down. Also, congrats to Yaya Mayweather as well. Rumors have been swirling for months that Yaya is pregnant by longtime boyfriend and community dick, NBA YoungBoy. Okay. Well, in an interview with Hollywood Unlocked's Jason Lee, her father, Floyd Mayweather, confirmed that she is in fact pregnant, and he respects any decision that she makes with her life as an adult. She will be his fifth baby mama, I believe. And she is also still facing 99 years in prison for stabbing one of his baby mamas, LaPatra, back in April. He's only 21. She's only 20. God bless this mess.
Jesus Christ.
What is up with you bitches being okay with being the fifth baby mama to community dick?
Well, clearly she's not okay with the shit because she's stabbing motherfuckers. Like, come on, yo.
Any man that is bringing me out of my element to stab a bitch is not the nigga that I need to be having a baby with, but I digress. The bitch is 20 years old. She's rich as fuck. So, I mean, who am I to talk to?
I ain't gonna lie about this, MJ. These two are fucking crazy. Now, these two are crazy. But this is one of them crazy couples that deserve each other. Like,
it's that thug love shit.
That's that world right there. I'm just saying.
But she's not no fucking thug, bitch. You fucking came up in money. You don't need this shit.
She is what she is. I feel the animosity coming back in you again. Let's move on.
That is so frustrating to me. Like, Anyway, I don't like NBA YoungBoy. I mean, Anyway, congrats to K. Michelle. She announced that she is finally getting reconstructive surgery to reverse the effects of her plastic surgery that almost cost her her life. She's been speaking out against illegal silicone injections for years, warning young women that playing around with what God made can be to their detriment. She also stated that television network Lifetime will be producing a show to tell women the truth. I'm excited to see that, and hopefully she can get some sense into these young girls that still want to put fake silicone to do the illegal injections and shit.
Yeah. You know, and I'm glad that she's actually taking care of herself now. I was worried about her, and you know, because she seemed very emotional over that, and I'm like, but you know, get it taken care of. And I don't think she can get it out. She didn't think she can get it out, but I'm glad she was able to find somebody that can take care of her. So
thank God. It's been years, and she's finally getting all that shit sucked out of her body. But good for her. Jennifer said, "Hey girl, what's up, Jim?
What up, Jen?"
So we're going to move on a little bit. Congrats to Yvette Nicole Brown and Yvonne Orji. The two dynamic Black actresses will be voicing characters in an animated family series entitled My Dad the Bounty Hunter, about a man that is the toughest bounty hunter in the galaxy while his family on Earth have no clue what he does for a living. Once his kids venture into space and catch him red-handed at work, hilarity ensues. It has been described as a love letter to animation, science fiction, and Black families rolled into a crazy action comedy. Excited to see this one as well. I know you are too. You have kids at home that love animated series, and I think this is right up their alley.
This is definitely a sit-down popcorn deal. I'm with this one.
I'm excited to see this as well.
Yeah, me too.
Congrats to Breakfast Club's Angela Yee. She landed a show on Fox Soul called The Motown Countdown with iHeartRadio's Angela Yee. The show will debut July 7th of next year and is a live 4-part limited series. The series will explore the world of Black music and entertainment and will be much like a lesson of certain important periods of our musical history. Fox Soul also stated that their platform is working towards becoming the premier destination for Black culture content. And it seems that this show will help them do exactly that. Are you excited to see that?
Yeah, I am excited to see. I'm excited to test this out. I'm curious. It piqued my interest a little bit. But, you know, I really like Angela Yee, but I don't know if she's the one for this one. But
we'll see.
We'll see. I like lip service. I love the fact that Angela Yee loves to talk about sex and get completely fucked up. I love that about her. I love that. This one I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if this is up her angle. I'm excited about the show, but I'm not sure this is in her lane. But I hope she proves me wrong. So I'm excited.
I think it's going to be pretty good. I mean, Fox Soul shows have been taking off, especially during COVID. And I know that she's probably going to get a lot of views because she's the Angela Yee. They're going to be discussing Andre Harrell. They're going to be discussing the Motown era, the hip hop era. They're going to be discussing a lot of things. So I'm excited to see what they come up with in this 4-part live limited series, you know, and making it a limited series makes people a little more excited about it too. It feels a little bit more exclusive. You know what I mean?
She's trying to be the new Angie Martinez.
Girl, maybe. It's possible. Maybe. Congrats to Whitney Houston. She is now the first Black recording artist to have 3 RIAA Diamond certified albums. The first is, she had The Bodyguard. She also had Whitney Houston, their self-titled album, and another self-titled album called Whitney. Those 3 are now Diamond certified. She was also inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame posthumously this year. Even in death, Whitney is still making history, and her light and voice are terribly missed down here on the Earth realm. Congratulations to you, Whitney.
Killing it. Shout outs to Whitney Houston. I was trying to find like a really good picture of her because you know you don't want to fuck around with Whitney's pictures. You know what I mean? So I was trying to find
because you can run into some shit. You know, I was looking at Whitney pictures one day, and I ended up slipping and falling into episodes of Being Bobby Brown. You can find them on YouTube. They're actually there, y'all. If y'all have never seen Being Bobby Brown before, it is fucking gold. Is it Whitney at her best? No. But is it good? Yes. Oh.
Bobby.
Bobby. I mean, it's certainly not Whitney's finest moment, but god damn it, is it entertaining. Moving on. Okay. Congrats to New Love. There is a video circulating around the internet of Keke Palmer kissing a white man. The video was very quick and didn't show much of the man's face, but the internet is all over it trying to get more details. Keke is keeping mum, not saying much about who she's, what's going on in her private life, but I'm guessing that we might see more of the two together if this is not for just an acting gig.
Yeah.
But people are saying that Keke is selling out by dating a white dude.
No.
Which I don't think so. You love who you love. Who gives a fuck at this point? I mean,
I'm actually not surprised by this at all. And who gives a damn? And I really like Keke Palmer. I think she's hilarious. Like,
the bitch came a long way from Robbins, Illinois. Okay?
She did. And I really like her. I think she's very talented. And actually, she's kind of one of them people that, if I ran into her and stuff like that, she had the personality. I was single. I'm like, I'd date her. I would date Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer, I feel like she would get on my fucking nerves. But at the same time, I feel like she can be a lot of fun, but really, really ghetto. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. I think that would be fun. Also, it's been announced that recent divorcee and comedian Chris Rock is now dating Selma actress Carmen Ejogo. The two have been caught out in public, having lunch in Malibu and holding hands. And I'm happy that people are finding love in this hopeless place of 2020.
Yeah. There's going to be some good ends to the final season of 2020. There's going to be some good ends. So I'm excited about it. We'll see what happens.
I mean, M. Night Shyamalan is writing this shit, so I'm going to just hold on to my seat. Moving on. Happy birthday to Stevie J, who turned 49 yesterday. And also happy birthday to Nelly, who turned 46 on November 2nd.
Okay.
I have 46, nigga. Can you believe that shit? That Nelly is 46. How do you feel? First off, that makes me feel old as shit, but I am still on this whole thing that Ashanti is 40 fucking years old. Baby, it's unreal.
She running through these pictures on Instagram, and I'm like, no way is this motherfucker 40 years old.
That bitch is a motherfucking stallion, too. She looks incredible.
Yeah.
So, good for her. 40 looks really good on her. God bless her.
Nelly looks good for 40. What would you say, 44?
46.
40. God damn. He looks
46.
good for 46. So shout out to
Black don't crack. That ain't nothing but melanin. Anyway, we're going to do some get well soons as well. Drake.
Okay.
The rapper has suffered a knee injury that has left him bedridden for a while. He showed his leg in a brace and told the world that he blew his knee out, and he also had surgery, according to his representatives. But he plans on writing the best bounce back story right now, and I can't wait to see it. Drake's going to be in the crib writing music, talking about how he's so sad that he can't go fuck his bitches, blah, 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 and I can't wait. I'm going to be bumping that shit in the car and crying just like I do to all of his other tracks.
Why can't these motherfuckers come to him? Is it COVID? It's COVID.
It's COVID. He's probably emotional. And, like, niggas are already needy. Like, when they get sick or when they get hurt, niggas are already really needy. And Drake, I feel like, takes it to the next level. Like, super light-skinned shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's probably really irritating to be around right now, so.
But if he called your ass up, you'd go.
I'd be there because I ain't got nothing else to do. You damn motherfucking right. I sure would. In a heartbeat. Sorry, Jamar, I can't make it to the NiteKap next week. I'm at Drake's house.
It's understandable. That one's understandable. I get that.
Anyhow. Also, Jeezy's fiance, Jeannie Mai, had to quit Dancing with the Stars this season and was rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery for a life-threatening condition in which her epiglottis swelled and blocked the flow to her lungs. She is in recovery and she is doing well. We hope that she makes a full recovery with Jeezy by her side. But get well to her because I can't even imagine. They said that if she waited one more day, that her throat would have closed up completely. So
yeah. Get well, Sujini Ma. And shout outs to you for saying epiglottis. I knew you were gonna fuck that up, but you did it. So shout outs to you. That Missouri education. I swear to God, boy.
I went to private school. Fuck you. Anyhow, we got some rest in peace as well. Rest in peace to Sean. I can't say his name without doing it like that. With Sean Connery. Rest in peace to Sean Connery.
Maybe not the best time to laugh, but damn.
It's not the time to laugh. Jamar, Jamar. Me and Jamar laugh at funerals though. Like we have a problem.
I'm gonna hold on. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music off. Okay, Sean.
Okay, rest in peace to Sean Connery. The original James Bond died this week after being unwell for some time. He was surrounded by family in his house in the Bahamas as he died in his sleep. He will truly be missed. He is iconic. Yeah. But he's also 90 years old, so he lived a very full and adventurous life.
I was telling you before we came on, I was like, God, dog, I didn't know.
He didn't know until he saw my rundown earlier that Sean Connery died.
The rundown, and I'm like, damn it.
Maybe this was best because when I saw it the other day, it fucked my whole day up. So maybe this is what's best.
Oh, son of a.
So sorry about that, Jamar. Also, rest in peace to Rance Allen. The gospel legend passed away at the age of 71 on Saturday while recovering from a medical procedure in Ohio. What a massive loss to the Black church community. Our prayers are with his family as well. And also, rest in peace to DaBaby's older brother, Glenn Johnson. He died after committing suicide. He shot himself, and he was 34. There's been speculation that Glenn suffered from mental health issues for some time. DaBaby even mentioned this in his 2017 song Intro. DaBaby encourages all of us to check on our loved ones. It's been a rough year and an especially rough week. Check on your people. Make sure they're doing okay, and take care of your mental health. Our minds can be extremely dangerous right now, but it's all we have. So take care of yourselves. Talk to somebody if you need help. If you feel like you're alone and you feel like you want to do something crazy, reach out to somebody that loves you, because there is somebody in this world that loves you and will be more than happy to be that shoulder to lean on or somebody to cry to.
Yep. Agreed. Reach out to them. Make sure they're okay.
Make sure they're good. Check on your peoples, Mike.
Thank you for doing this with me, MJ. Every Wednesday we have therapy with each other by talking about other motherfuckers' misfortunes.
I mean, honestly, it's taking my mind clear off of what the fuck is going on the TV right now. So this is great. I love this. Thank you for having me again.
All right, so guess what? I got a new video. All right, so it's a new video. This is DJ Chrissy Chris. He got it. And if you don't remember DJ Chrissy Chris is actually the one that actually produces FX Max's music, and so he has really good stuff. He has really good beats, really good production. So this is DJ Chrissy Chris. This is featuring, I have to say this correctly, R890 or Rate 90. It's something of that nature, but this is DJ Chrissy Chris featuring R890, and then actually the song is called Reset, and it's pretty dope. Let us know what you think about it. I'm going to drop the videos in the comments. Let us know what you think about the video and everything of that nature, because this is good stuff. I really like the beat on this one. MJ, let me know what you think about it. All right, we'll be right back to the NiteKap.
Throw it back. You know he ain't on my level, and that's facts. You thought you was finished, then you had to double back. I can keep it secret, don't worry, won't put you on blast. Keep that shit 100, how long you think it's gonna last? Really try my best to let go and keep it in the past, but I would be a liar if I said I ain't want you back. I'm calling from my phone and let them know that it's a wrap. Pull up skirt, then I flex on my ex. Give a fuck about a new nigga, I confess. We might have to throw it back, reset. I don't mean it complicated, but I see you contemplating how long you gon' keep me waiting. I'm just saying, girl, I'm here. Every time you disappear, every time you need a ear, baby, let go of your fear. By now it should be crystal clear. I ain't going nowhere, I'm here to stay. Why you playing? We got a spark, I'm trying to turn it to a flame. Me and him, we ain't the same, and you know that shit. You and me, we fit the frame on some Kodak shit. Pull up skirt, then I flex on my ex. Give a fuck about a new nigga, I confess. We might have to throw it back, reset. Oh shit, girl, you know I was your best. Know that nigga tired, baby, get that mess and rest. Know when I be in it, you can't even catch a breath. Tell that nigga lame, man, you know it. Yeah, gave his ass a chance, why you blow it? Yeah, you know that I'ma catch it when you throw it. Sick and tired of talking about it, let me show it. Tell that nigga lame, man, you know it. Yeah, gave his ass a chance, why you blow it? Yeah, you know that I'ma catch it when you throw it. Sick and tired of talking about it, let me show it.
I love it.
I like that one too. I like the bounce on that one. I thought it was really important that we played that one, because I was like, I really like the bounce on this song. So I think it's going to be dope, and I think we'll be able to rock with it. Y'all don't know, that's DJ Chrissy Chris featuring R890. Now, the song is called Reset. You see it at the bottom. That's how his name is spelled. That's why I was a little sketchy about it. I'm like, I hope I say this right. But it's spelled just like that, R890. So they out of California too, out there by you. MJ, they out there by you, Stockton, California. Shout out to Very Nine. Shout out to them. Shout out to FX Max. Shout out to DJ Chris. All them out there doing their thing out there. So good stuff by them. And DJ Chris has this knack of making really good music. Really,
and thank God. I feel like we really, really needed a reset.
You see what I'm saying?
How important was that?
You see what I'm
see
saying?
how I connected that? You see how I brought that back full circle?
Nice job. Nice job. How about this? I forgot to do this. How about this? We gonna put that one out there.
Banger, banger, banger.
Banger, banger, banger. So yeah, good stuff there, man. I really appreciate this. Really appreciate that music by DJ Chrissy Chris as usual. We get some music over here so that we can get our stuff going, because you know what I gotta do. We gotta get right back into it. I gotta put up my music so that I can get into the entertainment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel the vibes so I can get into the entertainment of the new music and movies that came out this week. And we can go over a little bit of what happened last week, just a little bit. But just in case you all didn't know, good stuff happened this week. Omarion dropped an album. It's called The Connection. It's got 12 tracks on it. MJ, did you listen to Omarion's album?
I'm going to listen to Omarion's album tonight because he is just on a different spiritual level right now. And I would love to hear what he has to say.
It's not too bad, yo. Like, I'm like, hey, this isn't and you know what? It goes right along. Omarion is very consistent with music. And his last albums, a lot of people didn't hear much of it, but it's really good. So this is a good album as well. He's got a track on there called Goddess featuring the Busy Signal. And then the one that I love the most on there is called Involved. It's a really good track. I liked it the most. I actually gave him the company while I was working out and stuff. So good stuff. He's got another one on there called Unbothered, and another one on there called Can You Hear Me, featuring T-Pain. Other features on there, Wale and Ghostface Killah is on there as well. That was very surprising. So shout out to Amari. The track is called The Connection.
I wonder if Unbothered is about his recent split with his ex April and Lil Fizz dating.
Wonder no more, because it absolutely is.
Oh, I can't wait. I love drama. I love other people's fucking drama.
He has another album on there that we talk about. He references B2K quite a bit. It's actually called like B2K or something of that nature. So I can't remember, but it's actually
Saucy.
Take a listen. He's on another level, like you said, spiritual. Busta Rhymes dropped an album called Extinction Level Event 2. It's got, and I'm telling you, MJ, it's a true Busta Rhymes album. It's really good. It's got fantastic production, amazing rhyme schemes as usual, because that's how Busta does it. He's got amazing beats, amazing flows going over these twisted rhymes and things like that. He can go fast, slow, whatever. And it's got amazing features on it. The problem is that the album is 22 tracks. So it's like 4 to 5 songs a little too long, yo. And I mean, these tracks ain't like no 3-minute tracks. They are over like 3 or 4. They're over like 4 minutes.
Well, I think maybe Busta, like, it's been a minute since he's really come out with a project. Yeah. So I think that he's just trying to, like, maybe he's purging and, like, just cleaning out the camera roll.
That's what I was thinking. He was trying to get it out. He was really trying to get it out. And then the album started off and he was going real hard. And I was like, man, he coming on a little too strong. But then as the album went on, it got a lot better. He's got the first track. It's called ELE2 feature. And it's the intros featuring Chris Rock, Rakim, and Pete Rock. Chris Rock is all over this album, so y'all can take it. He's being some funny stuff, bigging up Busta Rhymes the whole album, so good stuff there. Caesar is a single right now. He's got a video out featuring MOP, so he really took that one back to the 2000s and late 90s on that one. Out of My Mind featuring Bell Biv DeVoe, he actually sampled Poison on that track as well, so some good stuff there. Slow Flow featuring ODB, he got ODB on there as well. Don't Go featuring Q-Tip is a good track. My favorite track on there is called True Indeed. It has no feature on it, but it's really good. And other features on there, I mean, you got Rick Ross is on there, Kendrick Lamar, Minister Lewis made the album, Anderson .Paak, Rhapsody, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige, Nikki Greer, Vibes Cartel. A lot of people made this album, so go take a listen to it. It's actually worth listening to. It's a run through. It's a really good run through album, but there's some songs you be like, man, I've been listening to Busta for quite a bit. It's been like an hour and a half. So
ain't nothing worse than that. Y'all really got to condense these albums down, because you would really fuck around and lose my interest with 22 fucking songs.
22 songs that are not short, just saying. So also Common dropped an album. It's called A Beautiful Revolution Part 1. It's got 9 tracks on it, so that was a little slower. It had a little less albums on it. The album is just okay. It's okay. One of my favorite tracks on there is What Do You Say? Move It Baby featuring PJ. It's got a really good vibe to it. And PJ is actually all over this album. She has a track on there, another feature on there on a track called A Place in This World, and another one called Don't Forget Who You Are. And that's really good. But other features on this album are Black Thought and MJ. Your boy Lenny Kravitz is featured on the album as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if our viewers know, but I have a motherfucking thing for Lenny Kravitz. If you have not seen Lenny Kravitz recently, go to his Instagram. He is fine as fuck. I mean, like, finer than ever. It's crazy. I really like older men.
I know. I know. Well, he's on the album, so go check it out. Comments on the album. Maybe he'll make a video for you. Maybe he'll do it. We'll see what happens.
Praise the Lord.
Ariana Grande dropped an album. It's called Positions. All
I
right?
heard it's for the gays, too.
Okay, so it kind of has that vibe, and it's like it's got 14 tracks on it. But I really wouldn't say this is a sexy album. And she says, and what I like about Ariana Grande is she's like got this really good R&B voice, and it can go all types of ways where it can go R&B and really cool and really spiritual. But she curses a lot, and she says "fuck" a lot.
Well, she dated Pete Davidson. She dated Mac Miller. I mean, she's kind of like used to dating niggas that are a little bit raunchy, so it doesn't blow my mind that she's cussing a lot in this album.
A lot. And she uses the word fuck in all different types of ways, like fuck you and as well as like fuck me type real. So she's like borderline right on the, if she was a rapper, she'd be like on that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion level. I'm saying.
Really?
She curses a lot, and she has it's like I said, it's a border between sexy and raunchy. She's got a couple tracks on there, 34 and 35. That's a sexy one. She's got one on there that's actually called Nasty. That's one. And then Obvious is another sexy track on there. And then she got some singles on there that are really good. A single that's on the radio right now is called Positions. That's good. That's a good track. And then my favorite track on there is actually called My Hair. And it's a good track because it's really chill and it's got a jazzy feel to it. So she goes all types of ways in this album. And there's some features on there, The Weeknd, Doja Cat, and Ty Dolla $ign. So take a listen to this one.
Love her. Love Ariana Grande. Say less.
Yep. Good stuff. Other albums that came out this week, NLE Chopper, From Dark to Light. That was a good one. Eric Bellinger, he dropped another album called Eric B for President. Eric Bellinger drops albums like every 2 weeks. So it's really difficult for me to remember how often he does it. But like Eric, he dropped another one. So make sure you take a listen to that because he drops quality music. It's not like it's bullshit either.
Right.
Made Into You dropped an album called Never Forgotten. I listened to a couple tracks on that one. It's pretty good. And Queen Naija, I was listening to her album, didn't get a chance to get through it. It's called Misunderstood. It's got 18 tracks on there as well. So get a chance. If you didn't get a chance, go ahead, take a listen to her album. Some other people that had albums this past week, last week actually, Ty Dolla $ign dropped an album last week as well. It's called Featuring Ty Dolla $ign, and Sam Smith dropped an album this past week as well. So go take a listen to those. All right. Love Sam Smith. Good stuff. Billboard Top 10, homie. We had some movement in the last 2 weeks. Movement. And when I say movement, Ariana Grande just dropped her album this past Friday. She got her song Positions is at the #1 spot right now.
Because it's for the gays, and the gays love Ariana Grande. They are going to show up and show out every single time. The LGBTQ community are going to put her in the top spot every time. So I'm not blown away by that.
I'm telling you, they weren't fucking around. She jumped right up to the top spot and said, fuck all y'all, and everybody else dropped down. Luke James is actually at #2 right now. Well, Forever After It All. I really like Luke James's music too. So he's got a good track up there. 24 Golden featuring Ian Dior. The track called Mood is actually dropped down 3 spots from #1. So they're at #3 right now. Drake and Lil Durk, they dropped down 1 spot with Laugh Now, Cry Later. The Weeknd, he's holding steady in the top 10 right now at #5 with Blinding Lights. So make sure I really like that. He's gonna be up there for a minute.
Can I say something real quick about The Weeknd? Did you see his Halloween costume at Kendall Jenner's birthday party? Yes, it was a super spreader. Yes, I talked a lot of shit about it, but he went as Professor Clump from The Nutty Professor, and it was spot on.
I gotta check it out.
I talked a lot of shit, but it was so good. Anyway,
I gotta check that one out. Gabby Barrett and featuring Charlie Puth, they're at #6. We'll hope they actually went up. They're up from the #8 spot to #6. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's WAP dropped down from #2. They're at #7 right now. So
I guess I gotta go play that shit on repeat real quick.
I guess if you want to keep that shit in the top 10, you need to go ahead and play that shit. Josh 685 and Jason Derulo and BTS with Savage Love. They dropped down 2 spots to #8. Internet Money and Gunna featuring Don Toliver and Nav with Lemonade. They're actually up one spot. They're at the number 9 spot right now. And then Justin Bieber, Welcome Back to the top 10. You and Chance the Rapper are at number 10 with Holy. The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch and Rockstar, they dropped down to number 11 out of the top 10. BTS Dynamite dropped down to number 12 out of the top 10. And MJ Harry Styles Watermelon Sugar is now at number 15. Damn it.
But you know what? I think that all of the summer anthems like WAP and Watermelon Sugar, all of these great songs, Rockstar, these are all things that are probably coming down because we're at the point where we're not talking about wet ass pussy anymore. We want to snuggle up with our loved ones and enjoy the holidays for once. So I get it.
So, damn it. All right, so some movies that you can snuggle up go right into it. Some movies that are out there in theaters or that you can actually stream on your television right now that are out there. Blumhouse, The Craft. The Legacy back. It's actually back. The saga continues with a teenage girl. Of course, it's kind of the same story. Teenage girl starts as a new school and gets involved in the fourth and is to be invited to be the fourth in the covenant of girls who practice witchcraft. Eventually, they decide to get back at a boy who teased all four of them, and at one point put a curse on them. But when things go wrong, it leads to dangerous divide between the covenant. So again, The Craft. Remember The Craft? That one before.
Love the movie The Craft. Love The Craft. Yep.
So this is kind of the same jargon, but it actually has a legacy behind it. So you're going to see some points from the previous Craft in there as well. So make sure y'all take a look at that, especially if you're Craft lovers. The Spell is a movie that's out right now as well. A man from New York City takes his family on a private plane ride south to attend his father's funeral. When he gets into a plane crash, when he wakes up, he finds he's being taken care of by a woman who practices voodoo and doesn't have the best intentions at all. Now he must get past her and pass her spells to rescue his family. This one is starring Omari Hardwick and Loretta Devine. So not sure how that you might like, but this one seemed a little creepy.
I like anything with Loretta Devine, and we're nearing the end of spooky season, so I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. You know, it's not over yet, you know what I'm saying? But give it a shot. We'll definitely do that. Other things that are out there, Freaky is another one. It's a horror comedy right now. This one's starring Vince Vaughn. Serial killer is on the loose in the neighborhood killing teenagers. When he goes after a teenage girl, somehow they end up switching bodies. Now she has to stop the killer from using her body and stop him from killing her friends while she's unwillingly posing as an old guy. So this one seems pretty funny. If y'all like Vince Vaughn movies, this is right up your alley. Good stuff right there. The Croons is an animated feature out there right now. Croons a new age that you can go check it out with your kids. Good stuff there as well. Other movies that came out this week, Come Play. That one seems a little creepy and scary as well. And the Possessor Uncut. That's a good one. So go take a look at that. Some shit that's out on Netflix. Lee Remy, Scientology and the Aftermath is a series out there. MJ, you're going to want to take a listen to this.
I watched the entire series already on A&E.
Damn it, how was it?
Oh, the Scientology, it's so interesting because they kind of dive into like every single part of it, and they talk to people that have escaped Scientology. So it's really, really interesting. She used to be in Scientology herself, so it's a firsthand perspective, and it's such a great investigative journalism. It's awesome. I
gotta take a look at that one. I was really excited when I saw it. All right, so that's definitely tomorrow on the list for tomorrow. His House is in a Netflix original movie. A man and a woman escape captivity in their homeland and are given a house to live in with only one stipulation is that they cannot move. Unfortunately, the house has its own evil that lurks inside of it and is not too fond of inhabitants. So that's another scary movie that's out there on Netflix right now. Y'all can go take a look at that one. Snowden is on Netflix. This is a Netflix film. I'm really excited about this one. I got to take a look at this one because for some reason, I'm obsessed with the story of Edward Snowden. The film traces the story of an accused U.S. terrorism, as y'all know, Edward Snowden, who has said to have committed treason with the whole WikiLeaks situation. The story takes us from his days as an army recruit to his delusional government analyst bent on exposing the vast U.S. surveillance programs. This one's actually starring your boy Gordon Levitt. So take a look at that one. I know you like Joseph
Gordon-Levitt. I love him.
Yeah. He's a good actor. That's a really good actor.
I love him in 500 Days of Summer. That was that is
a really good movie.
It's a really good movie.
500 Days of Summer. That is a really good ass movie.
It is.
Man, Rogue City. Thank you for bringing that one up. I gotta go take a look at that one. Rogue City is a movie that's out there right now on Netflix. A city full of rival gangs and corrupt cops comes under a new regime, under a new mayor that uses a squad of former Navy SEALs as the new law enforcement. But the team starts to question: Are they the good guys or are they the bad guys? So y'all take a look at that one. And then The Queen's Gambit. MJ, I talked about this to you before. This one is actually really good. I didn't get a chance to talk about it last week because we had Tony Houston on here, but everybody go take a look at this Netflix series. It's called The Queen's Gambit. An orphan who happens to be a prodigy at the game of chess grows up to be a beautiful young woman, yet awkward, and she also becomes a master in the world of chess that is dominated by predominantly men. This is actually based in like the 1950s, 1960s. Now she must shed her own insecurities and vices to prove herself and become the best in the world. So that was actually pretty good to me. I was watching that with my wife, and then Harp joined in with me a little bit on that one because he likes to actually play chess. So I bought him a chessboard. So now I got to teach him how to play chess. So,
I was in a chess club, so you know this is right up my alley.
Yeah, take a look at this. It's called The Queen's Gambit. It's good shit too. I watched the whole thing in like 2 days. Good shit. Holiday, a single woman is constantly ridiculed by her family when she shows up in the holiday gatherings alone, but then she meets an attractive single man who offers to be her date only during the holidays. So does this solve the issue or does it make it worse? I don't know. We'll see. Go check it out. Other things on Netflix right now are Knock Knock, that's starring Keanu Reeves. Over the Moon is a Netflix animation that was pretty good. I watched that with the kids. And Grand Army is a Netflix series that I'm about to get into myself. MJ, did you get a chance to watch Bad Hair on Hulu?
Not yet. I'm gonna probably watch it tonight. I keep seeing advertisements about it.
I got mixed reviews on that. Mixed reviews.
Really?
I gotta check it out for myself. Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm like, mixed reviews. Y'all didn't like that one? And they didn't like that one.
We'll see. I have been watching this great show on HBO called The Undoing. It's only 2 episodes in right now. It stars God damn it, Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant.
Yes.
So good. Really love it. Only 2 episodes already have been put up on HBO. So you still have a lot of time to check out those 2 episodes if the 3rd episode comes out on Sunday.
HBO Max is the shit.
But I told you how I feel about HBO. Like, it's very important. Shout out to Sam Thompson for letting me use her HBO account. It's lit. It's too lit. And The Undoing is such a great show. It's from the creators of Big Little Lies. And I know that you watched Big Little Lies, and that was a great show. So imagine that mixed with some adultery, mixed with some murder, mixed with a child's school. It's all that shit mixed into one. So
I love me some adultery and some murder.
It's a good mystery, and I know you love a good mystery, and it's a great mystery. It's so all over the place, and it keeps you on the edge of my seat. So watch that show as well, The Undoing on HBO.
The Undoing. All right, MJ. So I got another new video for you. All right. So this one is actually from an artist that we've actually been playing her music on the show before. Her name is Queenie LaRouche, and we played her track Awakening before as well, and some other stuff. But this one is a really good one. This is off of her mixtape that she dropped like a month ago called Queen of Kings. This one is called Quiet Storm, and she got busy on this track. So y'all take a listen to this one. This is Queenie LaRouche. We'll be right back to the NiteKap, and I want y'all to take a listen. Let us know what you think. Of course, I'm throwing the comments in. I'm throwing it in the comments as well. So make sure you subscribe. All right. So we'll be right back to the NiteKap. Y'all should take a look at this. We'll be right back.
They asked me, what would I do to save my mama, right? I do everything. Or did I ever want it was a couple meal, praying to get my mother off the block? Or did I ever want it was to make it big and to take my city to the top? Penning verses, I'm like Edgar Allan. I found the hard to balance pain and talent along with aimless doubt. Attending civil critics, they say work for years until you earn a pension. A 9 to 5 until my passion dies. A couple hundred when it's taxes time. A fluky cotton back the train and bust the cycle on repeat. My pockets holding nothing. Hate to see my mother clocking hours with them shitty bosses trying to make life matter. Never seen her happy taking trips abroad. 20 plus, she never dimmed the stars. But how can I celebrate? Many nights with an empty plate. Outside and I'm feeling safe. Gotta walk at a quicker pace. See, they all trying to win this race. Yet I'm still trying to find my place. Future mogul, I hold my way. So go put my name with them greats. How could they not be impressed? I got them pressed. Look at the way way I finesse. Millions I'm trying to collect. When you in debt for whoever like that go collect. No bitches stopping my bag. You see the tags, you see the price when I bad. They bid it and really my fans. Vice from Japan, get money wherever I land. When the bank account bigger than galleries, while avoiding route sending in felonies. They like how they get on Queenie still a scene. Cause I know my work been on and for my knees. I'm a buried treasure like a bloody diamond. See, I'm just a product to these label giants. Not an Iggy nor a Macklemore, but you can classify me like these ratchet whores. I'm an open novel, they just skim the chapters. I can cast for rappers, get on clap like cats. Till I'm in design and stop at Dapper Dan. Can make a keyword look like a class and start a trend. Paying homage if they paid the way. Eccentric cadence like a Macy Gray. Had hopeless visions, brought to see Pacific. Counting multi-million sharp as Bobby Fischer. How can I celebrate? Many nights with an empty plate. Outside and I'm feeling safe. Gotta walk at a quicker pace. See, they all trying to win this race. Yet I'm still trying to find my place. Future mogul, I hold my way. So go put my name with them grapes. How could they not be impressed? I get them pressed. Look at the way I finesse. Millions I'm trying to collect. Money in debt for whoever like that go collect. No bitches stopping my bag. You see the tags, you see the price when I'm bad. They bid it and really my fans. Vice from Japan, get money wherever.
Fuck out my face with all that fake shit. I go crazy, I don't say shit. From the bottom, it's a snake pit. Gotta watch for who you hang with. Niggas plotting on some snake shit. Go Harambe on some ape shit. They trying to steal the style and rob me of my greatness. Mama, look what you created. We go hard, there's no debate. Know my job with no vacation. Probably somewhere paper chasing. Turning talents into Franklins. Got thousands in all Lincolns. Poetry in motion. I mastered the art of eating.
How can I celebrate? Many nights with an empty plate. Outside and I'm feeling safe. Gotta walk at a quicker pace. See, they all trying to win this race. Yet I'm still trying to find my place. Future mogul, I hold my way. So go put my name with them grapes. How could they not be impressed? I get them pressed. Look at the way I finesse. Millions I'm trying to collect. Money in debt for whoever like that go collect. No bitches stopping my bag. You see the tags, you see the price when I'm bad. They bid it and really my fans. Vice from Japan, get money wherever I land.
What y'all think of that one, yo?
I love that one. I loved it. She sounds like mulatto. Like her voice sounds like mulatto. If I wasn't looking at the camera, I'd be like, wow, that's mulatto.
Yeah, she got busy, yo. And I mean, like, you know, and you know what? I was surprised you said that because a lot of people don't like mulatto, but I really like mulatto. I really like her. So.
I really like mulatto. She's growing on me a lot, but her voice just sounds like mulatto. Her flow is very unique, and I love it.
Yep. So shout out to Queenie Louise. Thank you for that one. Quiet Storm is a dope album. Like I said, she dropped the album a while back called Queen of Kings. Really dope stuff. We shouted her out before, shouting her out again. Of course, y'all make sure you click on the links because I dropped them in the comments. Go subscribe to the pages. Go ahead and watch the videos. Give them more views. All the people that we played today because you know they're not doing this. They're doing this and they're putting the money out of their pockets. So we're trying to give them more pub on our platform. All right, MJ, we ran through it. Yo. We did good.
Also, friends, if you know any artists that have any videos out there and they want to get some shine, we have our Instagram and we also have our Gmail scrolling at the bottom. Please send them to us. Put them in our direction. We would love to play their hits.
And you know what? We share our shit on Instagram and Facebook. If you know somebody on a different platform or something like that, you know, like on Fox, that you might know somebody on there, send them our shit as well.
Friends helping friends.
And friends help friends. All right. So, Gil, good show today, MJ. Thanks so much for the rundown. You did a beautiful job as usual.
Thank you. Even though we look like this on the inside.
That's exactly how we look. I mean, it's 2020. Hopefully, we'll get some good news in the next couple of days. We'll see what happens. We'll have a new president by the time we have a new show next week. So,
fingers crossed, friends. Prayers up.
We'll have a new or an old. We'll know. We'll have a president. We'll at least have one by then. So
I really think we should be single for a little bit, but that's just me.
Agreed. All right, y'all have a good week. Make sure you tune in to the to Three Jerks tomorrow as well. Me and Kendra will be on here with Father Time, and we got plenty of other stuff happening this weekend as well. So make sure you keep it locked to Three Jerks as usual. Thanks so much for joining us on the NiteKap. We'll holler at you next week for sure. All right.
Thanks, Tanya.
Be safe. Peace.
Bye.